gonna beat you today. Who should I go with? Ooh, I know. Hamaru. He looks so strong.
No, you don't stand a chance, Mako. Ukyo is the best one out there. Take that! Fight! Fight! Go!
Fight! Fight! OMG, why isn't this working? Wait, no, hold on. I need to dodge. No,
Take my sword power! Go! Go!
my
Go!
joystick isn't moving. No! Why are you getting all these combos in a row?
It's because I'm better at this game than you, Mako.
That wasn't fair. My controller wasn't working correctly.
Oh, don't be a sore loser. I'm just better at you at games. I won, haha.
I would have won if my controller worked.
Coco and Mango, do you both want to be winners?
Yes, tell me how about it.
Let's start off this class by watching this video.
OMG, that looks like our video game. That's so cool.
I think I would still be better at the real-life version than you, Mako.
Don't be silly, Coco. I'd be better than you. Didn't you see my great athletic skills when I caught that fly last time? It was going like 100 miles an hour and no one could see it, but I still caught it.
You idiot, stop lying. That fly wasn't even that fast. And anyways, I've only seen you catnap before. I haven't actually seen you run around and be athletic.
Okay, stop fighting, Coco and Mango. Don't worry. I'll teach you both how to always be winners in this PE class, okay? Your mind is your best weapon. What is Kendo? Welcome to PE class. Let's talk about what Kendo is. So what is Kendo? The practice of Kendo as a physical activity has been a long tradition within Japanese culture. Originally, it was a method of sword manipulation. Kendo came to be more fully understood through observance of natural laws on the battlefield. It can be divided into the following three components. Number 1, the way of the body, how to hold the sword, mai. Number 2, the way of the sword, how to execute a strike and the right moment to execute a strike. Number 3, the way of the mind, the correct mental attitude.
Sensei, I think I've already mastered number 3. I had the correct mental attitude, so that's why I won Mango in that game.
No, I always have a good attitude. Wouldn't you say, Sensei?
Coco and Mango, that's not the kind of attitude I'm talking about. In order to become winners and learn more about Kendo, I need you guys to focus and concentrate on what I'm about to say.
Okay, Sensei. We're sorry for fighting.
Alright, to continue on. While these divisions represent a useful basis for a theoretical understanding of the main elements of Kendo, in practice they are closely interlinked, with the distinction between them not always so clear. Nevertheless, it is essential that those learning Kendo first acquire a grasp of these basic components and realize that the practice of Kendo is more than a simple matter of overcoming an opponent.
See, Coco, just because you win at video games doesn't mean that you're gonna be great at Kendo. You need to have the right attitude.
Well, Mango, I don't know about that, but we'll see with this class if I have the right attitude or not for Kendo.
Well, Mango and Coco, not everything is a competition, but we're going to learn everything there is to learn about Kendo, and hopefully you guys like the sport of it. Well, since we went over the basic components of what Kendo is, do you have any questions?
Ooh, teacher, me.
While we learn Kendo for this PE segment, you will call me Sensei.
What's Sensei? Is that your name?
No, you idiot. Sensei means master or teacher in Japanese. It's because we're learning Kendo.
Oh, okay. Sensei? What kind of swords are we using? Metal swords? Fencing swords? rubber swords? Crayon swords?
That's a great question, Mango. In Kendo, nowadays, players use bamboo swords. In the past, samurais used metal Japanese swords, also known as katanas.
Oh, so do they just pick up bamboos and, like, hit each other with it?
No, you idiot. They don't just go and get bamboo sticks and use just that. They use bamboo as a material to make up the sword.
Coco, you are correct. To help understand the martial art of Kendo more, let's talk about the history of Kendo. So once upon a time, from the early 10th century, armed bands of horsemen known as samurai arose in the Kanto region, so basically around Tokyo. Initially, these rough, unsophisticated bands were comprised of members of the chieftain's own family, so that warriors and farmers formed a single unified group. By the 12th century, however, outsiders had come to be included, creating a stratified lord and vassal system. Bushido, or the Way of the Samurai, the feudal military Japanese code of behavior, has its roots in this era.
Ooh, I can't wait to be a samurai. Oh my gosh, does this mean that we're gonna be samurais after this class?
No, Sensei is talking about the history of Kendo. We can't be samurais just because we learn about it.
Ooh, does that mean that we can be samurais after we practice it then? Ooh, Sensei, hurry up with the history section. You're boring me. I want to go take a cat nap before I become a real samurai.
You can go take your cat nap, Mako. I actually like learning about history, and this is pretty interesting.
Now, Mango, don't fall asleep on me. And Coco, I'm glad to hear that you like learning about the history of Kendo before we actually get into it. Alright, let's pick up where we left off. Though initially specialists in armed combat, samurais developed quite early on an unwritten moral code. This placed great emphasis on the virtues of loyalty, valor, honor, and shame. The Onin War, which took place from 1467 to 1477, was a dispute over the shogunal succession which resulted in the almost total devastation of the capital, Kyoto, and was followed by a century of hostilities known as the Warring States period, which took place from 1467 to 1568. The battles that raged during this period were mainly struggles between vassal factions employing only weapons of a particular kind, lance, bow, musket, etc. However, they were referred to as group battles, and when it came to close combat, victory or defeat was determined by the fighting technique of the individual. To protect themselves from being overpowered by the enemy, the military commanders had to learn various martial arts. During this era, 3 schools of fencing emerged. During the Edo period, spanning more than 260 years, and the Edo period took place from 1603 to 1868, this was an age in which much of what is now considered traditionally Japanese in the realms of art and culture were nurtured and flourished. Kendo is one example. The Edo period saw the gradual appearance of dojos and improvement in the design of shinai and armor. Hold on, Mango, are you catnapping? Mango, Mango.
Huh? What? I wasn't catnapping. I was totally paying attention to what you were saying, Sensei.
Okay then, Mango, what was the last thing that we were learning about?
Something about dojos? What are those?
Mako, I can't believe you don't know that. Did you not study before this Kendo class? A dojo is obviously a place where you gather together to learn martial arts.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Sensei, can we come up with a name for our dojo then?
We're in a classroom right now, dummy. Why would we need a name for a dojo?
Because I think it would be cool. I think we should name it Mango is the Best Dojo.
I think that's dumb. Instead of that, it should be Coco Wins All the Time Dojo.
Okay guys, we can figure out the dojo name later. Let's continue on and finish up the rest of the history of Kendo, okay?
Okay, Sensei.
Fast forward to the end of the Edo period. In 1868, almost 700 years of continuous military rule came to an end, and the Emperor Meiji was restored to the throne. Within the ensuing climate of sweeping reform in an all-out attempt to modernize Japan in line with the newly industrialized Western powers, Kenjutsu, which is also known as the art of the sword, was seen as an undesirable relic of the samurai class. Now officially dissolved in an attempt attempt to establish legal equality for all. Thereafter, the art of the sword inevitably began to decline. If we look at 1894 to 1895, the Japanese victory in the Sino-Japanese War led to a heightened national awareness, and it was in this climate that Kendo began once again to attract attention as a method of juvenile education, with a movement rapidly developing for the incorporation of Kendo into the physical education curriculum as a core subject. In October of 1952, the All Japan Kendo Federation was formed on the principle of Kendo not as a martial art, but as an educational sport, and it has continued to be practiced as such to this day. Alright guys, that's the end of Kendo class today. Since we went over the basics and the history of Kendo, make sure to review that before coming back for the next class where we're going to learn even more about Kendo, okay? Thank you guys for watching this video. To watch the next part and learn more about Kendo with Coco and Mango, like, subscribe, follow, and comment. See you guys next time.